Okay, so in this live stream, we need to discuss this $4,000 and $6,000 bonus that is available for seniors age 65 and over. Now, to be fair, I had a video out this morning talking about this. If you happen to see that video, first off, thanks so much for watching that. I really do appreciate it. But over the last few weeks here, actually realistically the last month or so, we've seen this out there in the headlines a number of times. I want to clarify more details around this because this is actually interesting. Some lawmakers are coming forward right now out of the Senate, and they're actually asking for $2,000 more for seniors, which is bringing it up to that $6,000 versus the House version of this, where they want to do $4,000 for seniors. So let me break down the details of this for you here in this live stream, and I'll answer the questions that I've seen popping up on this. I will clarify all the facts around this and everything you need to know about it. Who would be eligible for this, which, by the way, in my honest opinion, this is a better solution because this is available to essentially all seniors age 65 and over, whereas the contrary, which is the other side of the plan, which they wanted to do, which they legally cannot do within the reconciliation bill, only would have reached about 30 to maybe 35 million seniors at most. And this is reaching like 70 million plus seniors. So in my opinion, this is actually better for a lot more people, okay? So I mean, here's the thing. Do we want this to be advantageous for a small group of seniors, or do we want this to be advantageous for essentially all seniors, right? Well, that's my point, is that I'm saying this would be advantageous for virtually everybody as far as what they're introducing here. Okay, so anyway, let me break down the details of what this is all about, who would qualify for this, what this is. By the way, I've had people reach out earlier today in that video from this morning when I was talking about this. I was talking about just the $6,000. Well, mostly. I actually alluded to the $4,000 in that video as well. But I had some people reaching out. I saw a couple comments coming in saying, oh, I hope this is true. I hope we get a check. I really need some money. And I was like, I hope you're listening to the video because that's actually not what it was, right? And again, I made that very, very clear in that video this morning. So again, I want to come back here in this live stream, dedicate this to it, and just talk through all the details for you. Okay. Let's talk through this one bit at a time here. Okay, so about a month ago, let's just rewind for a second to talk about the $4,000, and then we're going to fast forward into the $6,000 that is available now and what they're discussing. Okay, quick little recap. About a month ago, the House passed their version of the reconciliation bill, this multiple trillion-dollar package that is currently sitting in the Senate right now, right? We've talked about it many times. You know the details. It's basically the tax bill, right? That's how many people are referring to it. But anyway, it's multiple trillions of dollars. The House passed it about a month ago. Give or take a couple days here. It was about a month ago. Anyway, within that, they had this $4,000 bonus, okay? And it would be for seniors, strictly seniors aged 65 and over, okay? If anybody that's 65 or over, this would be available to them. Anybody who's like 62, 63, okay, not quite yet, okay, in a couple years here, you'd be able to take advantage of it, but anybody right here, right now, 65 and over, this would be for them, okay? In the House version of the bill, what they wanted to do was expand the standard deduction. In other words, here's what it is. Let me explain super fast. I'm not going to turn this into some big accounting lesson, which, by the way, anything that I'm about to say here in this video, not tax advice, not accounting advice. I am not your CPA. I am not your accountant. Please talk to your own professional. All of our situations are very, very different. Please talk to your own professional about your specific situation. This is not advice, but rather just general information based on what they are talking about and what they're offering to seniors here, okay? But anyway, just want to throw that quick disclaimer out there so we're all on the same page, okay? Anyway, so here's the deal. When somebody goes to file, for example, their federal, by the way, this is federal, this is not on the state level, okay? This is all federal. So on the federal level, when we all go to file our state federal tax return, whether we file or not, there's a couple different options. We can take the standard deduction or we can itemize. Like the vast majority of people take the standard deduction, only a very small percentage of people actually itemize, okay? But anyway, but then, alongside the standard deduction, okay, there's also a bonus for seniors. Age 65 and over, there's a bonus. Right now, this year, it's $1,600. So in other words, the standard deduction for a senior is $15,000 for an individual, $30,000 as a married couple, okay? But if they're 65 or over, then they can take advantage of the bonus standard deduction. Right now, $1,600. So technically, for an individual, $15,000 for the standard deduction, an extra $1,600 for the bonus deduction, 65 or over. It's effectively $16,600 right now, okay? That's what we're talking about, the bonus deduction here, okay? Now, here's what they want to do. They want to increase it. The House version wants to increase it to $4,000. By the way, that would be from now, 2025, through 2028. It's not permanent. 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. 4 years. That's it, okay? The House version says a $4,000 extra deduction for seniors aged 65 and over. So again, standard deduction plus $4,000 for the bonus deduction, and basically, it really reduces your tax liability if you have a tax liability in the first place, because it's reducing somebody's income. Therefore, their taxable income is lower, and therefore their tax liability would then be less. Is that going to make sense, right? Okay, so that's the House version of the bill. But we just got the Senate version of the bill. Remember, it passed in the House. They pushed it over to the Senate. The Senate's been working on it here for the last roughly month or so, give or take a few days here. Roughly the last month, the Senate has been working on it, okay? But they came out and they said, we like what you're doing, House, but we actually want $6,000 for seniors aged 65 and over. The House wants $4,000. The Senate says $6,000. Same concept. The Senate just wants an extra $2,000 for seniors above and beyond the $4,000, right? So $6,000 is what they want to offer seniors with this extra deduction. Now, let me give you a quick example here, okay? Let's just use this year for an example, 2025, okay? Standard deduction right now, again, $15,000 for an individual, $30,000 for a married couple. The bonus deduction, again, $1,600. However, if they pass it at $6,000, let me give you a quick example. An individual, right now, again, $15,000. But if they're 65 or over, and their income is within the thresholds, which, by the way, I'll tell you the income thresholds here in just a second. Hang tight, let me finish this example. So they take the standard deduction, $15,000. They are 65 or over. That means they could also take the bonus deduction. In this case, for this example I'm giving, let's just say that it's $6,000. They pass the Senate version. That means that $15,000 plus $6,000 is $21,000 of deductions that senior would be able to take on their federal tax return, really reducing their potential tax liability, right? So right off the top, well, you get my point, okay? It just reduces their income by $21,000. That's incredible. So that means $21,000 of somebody's income, basically their first $21,000, not a penny of tax would be paid on, well, essentially, right? That's what that comes down to. So I'm giving some examples here, so I'm kind of giving some broad numbers here, but you get the point behind this, right? So that's what that's all about. Awesome. That's really good stuff. So in other words, if they were to do the Senate version of $6,000, if somebody's income was, say, $21,000 or less, they would have literally, on paper, a $0 income because they could just wipe it out with the deductions, right? Pretty amazing. That's awesome. I mean, that's really cool. That's exactly why a lot of people that receive Social Security, not everybody, but there's a lot of people out there that don't even file a tax return because of these exact reasons. The standard deduction literally wipes out their income to zero. So in those instances, somebody may not even need to file a tax return. And there's a lot of seniors out there that don't because they don't need to. By the way, again, not tax advice, not accounting advice, not financial advice. You got to know what's best for your situation. All I'm saying, it's because of that a lot of people do not file, is because their income is below the standard deduction. On paper, they have $0 of income. That's incredible, right? Okay, you get the example there. So that's what these two are all about. It's not a check. Okay, I've seen some information coming out there. Oh, it's going to be a bonus. You're getting a bonus of $4,000, $6,000 to Social Security. And I like to come back in videos like this and say, no, nada, sorry. The people that are saying that it's a bonus, that's false. That is not true, okay? That is not true whatsoever. And I've made that very, very clear. I wish it were a bonus. How awesome would that be, right? I wish it were a bonus check, some kind of bonus payment to you coming in through your Social Security. And even again, if they spread that over the course of the year, I don't really care. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. But it's definitely not a payment to the people, but rather a deduction. Huge difference between a check being cut to somebody and a deduction available on their tax return if they file in the first place, right? Okay, now let me tell you really fast here the income thresholds. Income thresholds on the Senate version are literally the exact same of what it was on the House version. $75,000 as an individual or $150,000 as a married couple. It phases out above that, but I think for the vast majority of seniors, they're probably fine. A huge percentage of seniors are well below those income thresholds, right? So again, $75,000 or less of income as an individual would be able to take advantage of this entire deduction, whether it happens to be the $4,000 from the House version or the $6,000 from the Senate version, same income thresholds, or $150,000 as a married couple. It's a nice big income, by the way, as a retiree or a senior, taking down 150 grand. Not bad, right? That's an awesome income in somebody's retirement that they're living large, right? Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's what that's all about. And 150 and below for a married couple could take advantage of this extra, essentially bonus deduction. Okay, that's what that's all about. So again, to reiterate, nope, it's not a check being cut, but rather it is a deduction on somebody's federal tax return that would be available only for seniors age 65 and over. Okay, that's what that's all about. But to be fair, I want to throw this out there super fast. Both the $4,000 and the $6,000 have not been passed yet. Wow, then why am I talking about it? Because they're going to be passed. They're going to be. One of these will be passed here in the next probably 3 weeks. They will be passed. In fact, probably sooner than 3 weeks. The plan is to vote on this in the Senate in the coming days here, and then have it, well, they're going to make some amendments, then it has to go back to the House and be voted on again. But then, provided they don't offer any amendments to it, then it goes to the president's desk, and the goal is to have it on the president's desk by the 4th of July. That's in what's the date today? 19th? Yeah, today's the 19th. That's in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's in 2 weeks, right? 26, yeah. Wow, 2 weeks, okay. There you go. I guess I didn't realize. I thought it was more than that. No, it's 2 weeks away. Literally, is the 4th of July on a Thursday or Friday? I think it's a Friday, actually. Okay, today's Thursday. Okay, sorry. 2 weeks in a day. I think the 4th of July is on a Friday this year. I'm kind of trying to think of the calendar right now. I could be off on a day on that, but either way, we're going to call it 2 weeks, okay? The goal is to have it on the president's desk in literally 2 weeks. They may miss that guideline, that target. I think they're probably going to. But anyway, point being is that they're going to do this. So, that's kind of the situation here. Okay, this is what this is all about. So, just want to clarify that for you here in this short video and let you know what this is all about. Now, why are they doing this? Why would they want to do such a thing? Remember, for the last year and a half or so, we've heard many different people come out and say, we're going to remove taxes on Social Security. Do you remember this? We're going to eliminate taxation of Social Security. We've been hearing this for years. Guess what they're not doing? They're not removing taxes on Social Security. Literally, they're not doing it. That's not happening. So all this talk that we've heard, oh yeah, we're going to get rid of taxes on Social Security, that's not happening. It's not happening at all. Taxes on Social Security will remain, okay? But as a concession, this is where the $4,000 and the $6,000 extra bonus deduction comes in. And this is where the seniors can take it, okay? So this is in exchange for a concession for no more taxation of Social Security, okay? That's what's interesting. That's why I said at the beginning of this live stream, I said, this is realistically probably better for more seniors. In fact, I know for a fact this is better for more seniors, because if they just eliminated taxation of Social Security benefits, there's only about 50% of Social Security beneficiaries that actually pay tax on their Social Security benefit. Only about 50% of beneficiaries. Well, it's actually a pretty large percentage of beneficiaries, about 50%, right? So that means between 30 and 35 million seniors pay taxes on their Social Security. It's a lot of seniors that are paying tax on their Social Security benefit. However, that's 30 to 35 million people if they would have reduced and removed taxation of Social Security. They're not doing that, but rather they're offering this concession of the $4,000 or $6,000 bonus deduction on your federal tax return And that's available for all seniors aged 65 and over, which is like 70 plus million people. So it's going to help like literally twice as many people. Now, don't get me wrong, there's going to be a lot of people out there that can't take advantage of this whatsoever. But then, would they have been able to take advantage of the no taxes on Social Security? No. Okay. So the people that were not going to be impacted by no taxation of Social Security are not going to be impacted by this either. Okay. So it's kind of like a wash, if that kind of makes sense, right? This doesn't benefit those people, and the no taxes on Social Security honestly wouldn't have benefited them either. Okay. Does that kind of make sense? So I know it's frustrating, but that's what this is all about. This is the replacement for the no more taxation on Social Security benefits, which, one more quick side note here. If you saw the live streams from yesterday, I hosted 3 live streams yesterday, which, I don't know. Live streams are fun, right? But anyway, we got the Social Security Board of Trustees annual report yesterday. Okay, we got it out yesterday morning. I jumped on a live stream moments after it was released. I'd say check out the videos from yesterday. Really good information in the live stream, especially the one in the evening. It's a little bit longer. It's about 29 minutes. But that's a really good one. I broke down basically the entire report in that live stream. But anyway, one little data point I want to point out for you. They shared in the press release out of Social Security last year, 2024, they collected $55 billion from seniors from taxing their Social Security. That's nuts. $55 billion. That's supposed to be in the pockets, in the possession, in the bank accounts of seniors. And they took it. They're robbing seniors, right? And they're probably excited about it. So anyway, that's what they're doing. $55 billion out of the pockets of seniors. I don't know. That seems weird to me, right? And how did you get your benefit in the first place? You paid the taxes in, and then you get your benefit, and then they take it again. I don't know. Seems kind of funny, right? That's what I think we call that double dipping. I'm not sure. Last time I checked, it's kind of like it's kind of like one of those unspoken social rules. You just don't double dip. You just don't do it, right? Unless you're like the only person eating out of the pot. You know what I'm saying? Right? But they have no problem double dipping on seniors, and they're doing it at a tune of $55 billion right out of the pockets of seniors. That's nuts. So anyway, I don't know. So anyway, that's what that's all about, okay? So the $4,000, the $6,000, we're not sure where this is going to settle yet. I would say this much. I think we're going to settle at the 6,000. I would bet that much. Who knows? Maybe they bring it back to 4. Maybe they say, no dice, we're not going to play ball, and let's just remove the whole thing. I don't know. That would seem a little sketchy if they did that, but they absolutely could, okay? All right, anyway, for those of you that have been wondering about this, hope this clarifies a little bit further for you. I'll do whatever I can for you during this time to help you out right now. Totally get it. Rough time out there. And we all need a whole lot more money, especially fixed income beneficiaries, weird times, which, by the way, there's a couple things we can do. Number one, we can increase our income, which is honestly, as a fixed income Social Security beneficiary, can be really, really tough to do. Other option would be is by saving money. I am a huge proponent of saving money. I love it. It's like a game for me. Seriously. It's like an obsession for me. How much can I save today on just regular purchases by asking for discounts? Seriously, I do it all the time. It probably drives a lot of people nuts, but it's exciting for me. Point being is that down below at the top of the chat, or shortly down below in the description, there's going to be a phone number to get you a free review of your Medicare plan. Seriously, there's about 70 million seniors that are enrolled in Medicare right now. And again, these advisors with the phone number that you're going to see down below, at the top of the chat, you're going to see a phone number there. If you call them to get a free review, they're going to look through your current coverages to see your plan, whether you have a supplement plan, a Medigap plan, a Part D plan, Medicare Advantage, or if you're turning 65 or if you're retiring and your initial enrollment in a Medicare, they're going to look through the 20,000 plus plans across the country, and they're going to find you the best plan so you can see the doctors you want, the providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the prescription needs if you have need all. They're going to find you the best options for you and your personal situation and present those to you. Again, they're doing all that for free. Here's a really cool part about it. They've already helped thousands of you. In fact, we are approaching 3,000 of you here in this community that they've already helped. That's incredible. Seriously, 3,000. Well, it's actually not 3,000 yet. We're rapidly approaching 3,000 of you here in this community that have called the advisors with the phone number. Again, down below in the chat, it'll be there. When I wrap this live stream up, I'll put the phone number down below in the description and at the top of the comment section as well for you. But anyway, nearly 3,000 of you have called them receive some help, a free review. And here's the cool part. The average senior is saving $1,100. $1,100 of average savings from a simple 5, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call, depending on the situation, to let them review all the plans available and see what you have for options in your local area. I don't know about you, but if I could make a 5 to 20-minute phone call and save $1,000, $1,100, I'd do that day in and day out. I would be on the phone all day. Why not? Seriously, that would be like the best return on your time. And a lot of you here in the community are already doing it. It's absolutely nuts to see this. It's really, really nice to see that. So anyway, that's real money that we all need right now. Again, check it out. Phone number's down below, top of the chat. It will be in the description soon. It will be at the top of the chat soon. It will be at the top of the comment section soon when I wrap this live stream up. Otherwise, you've probably seen it popping around in the videos lately, or here on the channel, you'll see it popping up there in the description of basically any video that's out there. It's in the description. Seriously, give them a call. Just ask. Seriously, you never know what you could save simply by asking. All right, anyway. You can certainly do it yourself. I wouldn't recommend that. We hacked it out with my parents last year. Not a good idea. We hacked it all out. Took us forever, but these advisors will save you a ton of time. All right, anyway. Hope this helps you out to understand the $4,000 and the $6,000, the bonus, deduction, and what this means for seniors. I'll keep you posted on this as we get more information out of the House, as we get more information out of the Senate, what they're talking about, and what they're going to do here. I'll keep you posted. Again, keep those questions coming in down below in the comment section when this video goes up here, or this live stream, I should say. Let me know what else I can do for you. I'm here for you. Otherwise, hey, I hope you're having a nice Thursday. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to end it here. Maybe I'll be back later with another one. I don't know. Interesting times right now. Stay tuned. I will keep you posted. We are on the cusp of some major developments. Yes. All right, anyway, please have a nice evening. Again, write that phone number down for the advisors. There should be a phone number down below in the chat. Otherwise, in the description in a few minutes here, or at the top of the comment section, or basically on the channel anywhere, or any other previous videos, you'll see the phone number that are on it. Seriously, just call and ask the advisors. It's not that hard to do. It's free. And that's just let them see what they can find for you. You never know unless you ask. Join the other nearly 3,000 people that have called them. And by the way, after you do, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how it goes, and I can feature you in an upcoming video. Okay? All right, anyway. Enjoy your day. Let me know what else I can do for you. Here for you to help you out in any way that I possibly can. I get it. Money is tight. We need to get as much as we can. We need to save as much as we can. And I want to help you out financially as much as I can. All right. Anyway, enjoy. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Stay cool out there. It's going to be super hot in the next couple of days all across the country. Please stay safe out there. All right. Anyway, I will catch you again a little bit later as things are changing. Yes. All right.